Hey everybody, welcome back to 19 real estate questions during COVID-19. You made it. We are to question number 19. And that question is what's the future look like for real estate with COVID? So let's have a little history lesson. So when COVID first came out, we had a whiff of it in January, February, people are starting to get a little nervous. March rolls around and things shut down and they stopped everything, including real estate. And for a while, we couldn't really do anything. And then within a few days, they realized that real estate is pretty much an essential because, shelter and food are kind of important. And I actually had a client who would have literally been homeless if I couldn't continue to proceed. So we went from completely locked down to really tight, stringent rules. And the rules are still pretty stringent, but we've kind of gotten used to them. So right now, we can't do open houses. There can be no more than 3 people on site. We use masks and use all the COVID protocol. And so still things are like that. And I don't see that changing anytime soon, unfortunately. I mean, aside from a vaccination coming out and getting pretty widespread, I think we're in this for a little bit of a long haul. But the good news is we've kind of acclimated to some degree. And so we kind of are familiar with the processes that we have in place. And during this time from March until now, I've sold several properties where the buyers never even walked into the property until after closing. You heard me right. I've actually bought a house like that myself, but that is generally not the way most people buy houses outside of military relocations and things. So that actually has become a more normal scenario where you do a lot of video chatting through the property. You zoom in on certain areas to be specific about what is that thing hanging right there, or what is that hole in the wall, for instance. I'm rough in here. So you just do really thorough vetting of the home. You have inspectors come through. They walk through that with the home buyer. There's all of these kind of checks and balances that make a buyer who is not going to walk into a property feel a little bit more secure. So, and I need to do an actual interview with some of my clients who have done it so you can see just how easy and how good we are at this. Anyway, so now that we've gotten settled into this kind of normal, what's the new normal, I think we're going to be in this scenario for quite some time to come, because we're just testing the waters with, groups coming together and that sort of thing. And I think they're going to keep real estate similar to what the rules are around it right now during phase 2, just because it's working. And if it's working, then they're probably going to give attention to things that are, still clunking along. But what happens when and if we get to go back to normal? What will stay the same from this? What have we learned, and what will stay the same from this? And I think my big takeaway is open houses. I'll still do open houses, but I will also do virtual open houses, because more eyes see the property, your home, when we do a virtual open house. And all that means is more eyes equals more likelihood of an offer, and potentially more than one offer, and potentially escalating offers. So, I mean, this is a numbers game, right? Numbers have to see the house, eyes have to see the house to get the house sold. So that's my main takeaway from how this, what's my takeaway from COVID, and just really a lot of care calls and a lot of just staying connected to my clients. This has been a time of being really connected with people. And I think that is the kind of the silver lining in all of this, is you really have to be intentional about connecting with people during this time. I generally am an introvert, and I think I've turned into an introvert. So this whole staying home thing. Anyway, I was going to talk about, what the state of the market is during this question, but that is kind of a bigger conversation. So I'm going to do, the next video I'm going to do is going to be the state of the market, as it's been rolled out for September with press releases and different economists and that sort of thing projecting the third quarter. So come back and watch that video. Meanwhile, thank you for watching. 19 real estate questions during COVID-19. I've enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, you want to talk about any of those conversations that we've had over the last few weeks, my number is 425-268-3353. I'd love to talk to you directly. And meanwhile, stay calm, be safe. This too shall pass. And until next time, take care. Talk to you later.